Good morning, all. Suburban Sentinel here with the second video of the morning. Didn't really anticipate doing two, but the kittens were stuck in the gully. And here, this is a female cat I call Zelda. She is one ornery cat, and she is neither fat nor pregnant. I think she's either got cancer or some kind of tumor. We don't have the veterinary medical expertise nor the equipment to do much for her, so we're making her as comfortable as possible and trying to teach the kittens to steer clear of her because she can be quite nasty. But hopefully the guys will be able to outrun her. I don't think that'll be a problem. Let's just hope they have the wisdom to do so. Anyway, the video I intended to make this morning was another funny story of things that happened here. And so I figure I'll launch into that. Just as by way of warning, this is a little bit off color. So if you are of very delicate sensibilities, just turn this off. It's a little bit racy. Backstory. Part one of the backstory is about, I don't know what that was. A couple of years ago we had an off-site work function get together about an hour from our res, and all of us were going, and a lot of the locals were going to be there. And I gave my friend John a ride, and I told him in advance, I have to leave early. So he's like, oh, no problem, either I'll leave early with you or I'll get a ride. So we went to this function together. And part two of the backstory is the main character is a young man named Khalid, a really nice kid. I guess at the time he was in his very early 20s. And Khalid is a very nice, very hardworking, very straight arrow from a very pious and upstanding family. The kind that would not even dream of doing anything illegal, immoral, or socially unacceptable. So that's the backstory. So we go to this function, and of course Khalid is there, and it's time for me to go. And it's about an hour ride, back to the res. So I say to my friend John, I got to split. He says, okay. And right away, Khalid, nice kid, fine young man, offers to give my friend John a ride home. And of course, perfectly innocent, perfectly legitimate. And what Khalid was trying to say, and we've been teaching him English at this point, and his English was pretty good, but I would label him as, at the time, an advanced beginner. So he was kind of new to English, and what he was trying to say is, oh, Mr. John, I will give you a ride home and we will have a nice time. Again, perfectly innocent, perfectly legitimate. Again, Mr. John, I will give you a ride home and we will have a nice time. But the words that came out were, Mr. John, I will ride you home and you will like it. Well, of course, all of us were on the floor laughing. And again, he didn't mean anything anti-social or illegal about it, but that's what came out of his mouth. And when they speak English, they make a lot of mistakes. When we try to speak Arabic, of course, we make a lot of mistakes, and we all laugh about it together. So we're on the floor laughing, and Khalid is laughing along because he didn't really know what he said. And when the translator, as funny as that was, it wasn't the best part because it was hysterical. But when the translator was finally able to compose himself, and we're all standing around, and the translator launches into a rather lengthy explanation in Arabic to Khalid of the meaning of the words that came out of his mouth. It was priceless. It was one of those had to be there moments where Khalid's face, who had been laughing, was progressively going from humor to horror. And he's like, no, 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 no. And we're like, relax, Khalid. We understand what you meant. And he was understandably horrified because that's not him at all. And that's not something that you'd want to say in a place where homosexuality is punishable by death. So that was probably one of the funnier things that happened here. Again, perfectly innocent, but hysterical nonetheless. So there we have it. Suburban Sentinel with kind of an exciting morning. I'm tired, and I'm out.